Hello, dearest. Welcome back to my channel. This is Maafeli. Hoping everyone is doing wonderfully well. I am back again to share with you another recipe, and I am so glad and happy to be with you once again. I am so glad because it's been a while and I was so busy at work, but today I am less busy and ready to share with you another recipe. So today I'm going to show you how to make mushroom powder, chicken powder, and also beef powder. So join me and let's get started. So I will start by washing and cleaning my mushroom very nicely using the hardest part of the sponge to clean them nicely and then put them in a bowl. So once I am done cleaning everything, I will show you how it looks. So now I am done washing my mushroom, and just look at that. It is so nice and perfect. So the next thing to do is to cut them into smaller slices. Cutting them into smaller slices helps a lot to dry very quickly and nice as well. So I'm going to cut them into smaller slices just like the way you see me doing it in the video until I am done cutting all my mushroom, and then I'll move to the next step. Now, if you're new to my channel, I will be delighted to have you join our team by clicking the subscriber button, turning on the bell so that you will not miss out in any upload that I make. Share, comment, and also like my recipes. Thank you. So now I am done cutting my mushroom. Next is to arrange them nicely in the dehydrator until I am done filling all the trays of the dehydrator nicely. And once I am done, I'm going to turn it on to do its own thing. Allow it to just dehydrate very nicely until the next day. So I am doing this overnight, so I will just leave it overnight until the next day, and then I will show you how it looks. All right, it's been the next day, so let's go ahead and check on our mushroom, and just look at that. It is well dry and dehydrated nicely. Just look at that. Just look at, can you hear the sound? So just look at that. I'm checking the other ones under as well, and just look at the way it look. It breaks in the hand. So the next thing is to transfer them into a plate nicely. And at least my viewers who are vegetarian, you are not being left out, because this is for you, to help you make your own natural spices at home for cooking. So I'll move to my second one, which is my beef. So it is washed and cleaned nicely, and I'll add salt and also my homemade green marinade to it. I'm using sea salt. You can use any salt of your choice. I'll also add a bit of water. The reason why I added salt and my homemade green marinade is because I need the stock to cook my jollof rice, or my delicious jollof rice at home. So I will allow it to cook for about 2 minutes, and then I will stir for it to absorb all the nutrients in the green marinade very nicely. And I'm using my electric pot, so it is very fast because I am doing it at night and I want it to get very fast. So I will leave it for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes of cooking, just look at that. It is so nice and perfect. It's not supposed to be too soft or too hard either. So I will just turn off the heat and allow it to simmer, and I will remove it and put them on a track, making sure there is a plate under it so that the excess water will drain inside the plate nicely, just like this. So once I am done, just look at that. It is well dry and nice. So I will go ahead and slice them nicely into a tiny slices. The more tiny it is, the more fast it will dry, just like the first one that I did with the mushroom. So I am going to cut them into a tiny slices, just like the way you see me doing it, until I am done. And once I am done, I will move to the next step. So now I am done cutting everything, and next I'm going to arrange them in a plate. I'm using my pizza pan. You can use any pan that is oven safe, or you can also use your baking pan just to dry everything nicely. So I'm just going to arrange them nicely, and once I am done, I will just transfer it into the oven nicely and then dry it overnight. So I will leave it overnight to do its own thing. So we'll leave it and then go to sleep, and in the next day, just look at that. Let's check on it and look at it. Just look at the way it look. It is so dry and perfect. Can you hear the sound? It is so nice and perfect. And I was already crashing on it. Oh, I was crashing on it so much. If don't be like me, else you will finish everything. So I'll just take them out and then transfer them inside a bowl and set aside. And then I will move to my chicken as well. And before I forget, I dried this in 75 degrees Celsius in the lowest part of my oven overnight, okay? So just look at that. It is perfect. So now I'll move to my chicken. It's cleaned nicely and put it in the same pot. And then I'm going to turn on the heat and allow it to cook for about 2 minutes, and I will stir and leave it to cook for about 10 minutes. I did not add any water or salt to the chicken because we are going to use it to make chicken seasoning. So I don't need to add salt because I'm going to make it to use it for seasoning. And then once you are even done drying it, you can see that it tastes a bit salty. So I didn't add any salt. So once I am done cooking it like this, I will just repeat it just like the beef. I will remove it from the stock and then put them on the track and allow it to drain nicely. And once I am done, I'm going to use the fork to split them nicely, separating them into pieces. Here you can also cut them just like the way I cut the beef, but I prefer using it this way, splitting them into pieces, because it helps to dry very fast and quick. So either you use the this method or you cut them like the way I did to the other ones. It also work nicely, or you can also use your hands to split them nicely. If you don't want to use the fork, they all work perfect and nice. So any of them that you are convenient with, just use that method. So once I am done, I'm going to transfer them and arrange them inside the dehydrator, making sure to put a baking sheet inside the dehydrator trays and fill all of them until it is full. And then I will leave it overnight also to do its own thing. I am doing this each overnight because I do them after I close from work. So if you are doing it during the day when you are at home, it's also fine. So after overnight, just look at that. We just go ahead and check on it and just look at the way it look. It is so perfect and nice and very, very dry. You can hear from the sound, it is very, very dry and perfect. So just look at that. I'm already crashing on them, but I had to control myself. Felicity, stop. Oh, Jackie, else you finish everything. So I'll just pour it inside the plate, and then next I will start to do the blending process. So now I'm going to start to blend the chicken nicely until I am done. Once I am done blending, I'm going to strain it a little bit with the strainer, thinking maybe there might be some chunk in it that is not well blended, but it wasn't that a lot. I even just crashed on it and ate it because it wasn't that a lot. It was just a little bit. So I just repeat the same process until I am done blending all the chicken. And once I am done blending the chicken, I'll set aside and then move to the mushroom and repeat the same process. I'm going to put the mushroom inside the blender and also blend it. And then once we are blending it, it goes down. So once it goes down, I'm going to add more of the mushroom to it and then blend it smoothly. So now I am done blending the mushroom nicely. So I'm going to take it out and show you how it look. It is so perfect and so smooth and nice. Just look at the way it look. It is so smooth and perfect. So I will just pour it inside the bowl and then repeat the same process. And then after that, I will move to the beef. The beef is the last one, and I'm going to show you what I did with the beef. With the beef, I transferred it into this grinder that I have to grind it and then break it into pieces. I want it to be pieces before I blend it into a smoother consistency. So if you have any blender that can crush, just crush them into pieces just like this. I will show you how it look when I'm done. Just look at the way it look. It is crushed into pieces nicely. So once I am done, I will just transfer it into the blender and then blend it into a smoother consistency. And I live in a noisy area, so please, if you hear noise in my background, forgive me for that. I believe one day I will have a better place. So right now I'm transferring it into the blender and then I'm going to blend it into a very smooth consistency, and I will show you how it look once I am done blending it. So now I am done blending it, and just look at the way it look. It is so smooth and perfect. Just look at that. So I'm going to put it in a bowl and then repeat the same process until I am done with all of them. So now I am done, and then here we are. Our spice or our mushroom, chicken and beef powder is ready to be used for spices. Thank you also so much for watching, and I believe you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try at home. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. This is Maafeli. Thank you for subscribing, and always remember, at Maafeli we believe in the old adage, your health is your wealth, so be mindful of what you eat. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, fit and healthy. Nyamre boa yeke ye biako. Bye.